What's up, peeps? This is your guy, the professor, so to speak, and probably this is the second, or maybe it's the first. I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get some stuff off my chest, and some of the stuff is funny, and some of it's weird, and some of it's random, but it's whatever. One thing is this whole thing about everybody getting offended and stuff. I want you to know I get very upset about a lot of things as far as, like getting jealous of my kids of like having technology. Granted, yeah, like I had, Super Nintendo and people that were born in like the 30s or 40s or some shit like that, they were probably like, I can't believe you got a Super Nintendo. So I get it. The technology thing, that's one thing. But you know what ain't cool? You know what ain't funny? You know what they shouldn't get a pass on? Bullying. I had to deal with it just like I got my ass whooped by my mom. They should get that ass whooped or bullied or something like that because here's the thing. Sometimes it builds character. It builds character. And if you have to go through it, I learned to be friends with bullies. I was like the mid-grade bully, like I get bullied and go bully other kids. But what's really the most messed up thing about this whole bully situation? Is this messing up the comedy situation. Like some of my favorite people can't even do comedy anymore because it's too offensive. Are you serious? Are you serious? Too offensive? Comedy is too offensive. If they're lucky they weren't around when like George Carlin or Richard Pryor or some of them were out there because they would light their ass up. There's just something about getting lit up at school with like some good jokes. And back then, like, yeah, I mean, it's even easier now to come up with a comeback. Hell, you just go cheat on YouTube or something, man. You had to really go back home and think. Like my research involved like going to random people's houses and like trying to trying to crush their self-esteem and then seeing if it worked. And if it did work, I would take that joke back and be ready for round two. But it's neither here nor there. I think personally that if they're really, and some of it, I agree with a lot of it. Some of it that I agree with, like the whole Me Too situation. But it's crazy that like they're finding a lot of stuff with musicians and everything else. You know who would really be in trouble with this whole Me Too situation? You guessed it. 70s game show hosts, right? Yeah, 70s game show hosts. They were pervs. They were pervs. They were super pervs. They would kiss people on the lips, on the cheek, grab them, creepy massage, over touching, to a point where even on like Family Feuds and stuff like that, the guy before, I don't remember the shorter guy, but the guy before him that was super creepy, he was like touching this guy's wife, and this guy's like, you can get your hands on my wife. But he knew he couldn't do anything because people were powerful that were on TV, like Anchorman. Like Anchorman people were like gods of TV. So the Family Feud guy just knew he was pushing. Look, he was getting his ego stroked while he was stroking somebody's wife on the game show. But yeah, 70s people, the TV game show hosts, they would be lit up. But most of them now, most of them are gone. They're not with us anymore. And that's probably why most of them left. They were like, oh shit, what if they catch up to some of the stuff that I did? If Bill Cosby got in trouble for Quaaludes, they don't want to hear about the shit that I did. I know, it's not funny to joke about that. See what just happened? Fucked up my routine. Till next time, till next What Grinds My Gears or whatever I'm going to name this segment, your professor is signing out.